and I'm going to make sure it's shared everywhere.
And that
Because
you
I haven't
record.
seen last week's yet.
Oh, God. Okay. Hello, everybody. We are live. Hi. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, hello,
All
hello.
right.
We're good. We're good. So I'm just making sure that everybody can see us because I literally got bashed last week because apparently
We're still
um
looking for it.
just I think Rochelle found it eventually,
Did
but
you find it?
yeah, Rochelle
Eventually,
found it.
yeah.
But I'm gonna make so it's public now. So I'm going to make sure that everybody can access it. Anyway, hello, welcome to the panel. We are in week 6. Hope you are well. If you join us or if you see us, then let us know. I'm going to save that. Now that should be working
Yeah,
brilliantly.
it's working now. I can see that you've got a big live circle around you.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Fantastic. As long as you've got a big live, that's fine. It's on, it's saved. Right. Welcome to the panel week 6. We are going to just go with this because some people have to leave early. So we'll just do this. So I want to welcome EJ McDougall. Hello, EJ.
Apologies for the face today.
I was thinking you look lovely. I was like, I didn't recognize you at first, but you
No.
look lovely.
Nobody sees me with glasses on, but honestly, it's been one of those weeks. So here we go. This is being real, isn't it? This is being real.
So for anybody who's just watching and stuff, we came on the Zoom and Liz went, ah, and I went, ah. So, so, so do not expect much from today's at all. The gorgeous Liz Bateson. Hello, my darling.
Good morning, good afternoon. If I've got this
yeah,
cardigan on, it's a TLC day. This is my introvert ADHD neurodivergent cardigan. So I'm sharing, you're getting everything. This
We're getting
channel,
the lot.
you get the real deal.
And Rochelle Gilburn. Hello, my love.
Hello, good to see you. I'm just in the car because I'm going out for lunch today for my friend's last day on maternity leave. So we're going for a celebratory lunch.
Lovely.
She's got the hair straightened. She's got the lippy on.
You look gorgeous.
I mean, I just put dry shampoo in it. I've not done it especially.
What a day.
I just love the fact that everybody's going, nah, today's not a perfect day. Okay. So, topic for today. Would you date or marry somebody who earns less than you? I thought we've had very serious topics so far, so I thought this would be, and I'm not saying this isn't serious either, but I think we could have a bit of a laugh with this one. So I can see Liz literally just nodding, going, Liz, go on, tell us.
Yeah, I mean, I've got form, obviously, we're getting married multiple times. And so I can say, I have married people, but married someone that earned less than me. He's a teacher and I was in investment banking at the time. And I've married someone richer than me. And now I'm married to somebody that's the same. And I have to say, if I was doing it again, definitely. But I don't see a problem with it as long as what the partner is doing, girl or guy, is aligned with who they really are. As long as it's not a bum, basically. We just don't, no scrubs.
No scrubs.
Someone could be doing a job, say, for example, they could be a paramedic or they could be a teacher. In my case, my husband was, my ex-husband was a teacher. If they're living their dream, but their income is low, I see no problem with that, because I'd rather be with someone that was authentic and true to themselves, because the most attractive thing and the most important thing I've learned about being with someone, that person has to be a happy person in themselves. We're not here to fix them. Financially, emotionally, they've got to be self-sustained, happy. And if that means working a job that isn't bringing in as much money, then yeah, but no layabouts and no bums.
It's so funny that you said about no scrubs, because it brought that song back by, is it
TLC?
And as you've said it, it's only just dawned on me what no scrubs meant in that song. It's never dawned on me what it meant. Okay,
Yeah.
Rochelle, go on. What's your thought on this?
Yeah, so I agree. I mean, I'd love it if Chris just went to me. I want to be a house husband. I'm going to stay home. I'm going to do all the cleaning. I'm going to wash the pots. I'm going to do the school run for the kids. And you just work, set up your businesses, bring in all the money. Like,
Mm.
I'm happy with that. With
Yeah.
the support and things. When it comes to like dating, a new person, someone for the first time. I think similar to Liz, I think for me it's important that they've got ambition and they've got drive. And what I really like about mine and Chris's relationship is that we're both similar in that we're both working hard to build successful businesses and to make more of our lives, and we've got the same vision, and I love that. And with my ex-partner, who I was only with for a short time, but he was it felt like he was on his way down in life, like he was thinking about retiring and slowing down and paying off his mortgage and all that type of thing. And whereas with Chris, it's exciting. It's like we've got all this stuff to look forward to. Life's just getting started. So I think while I don't think it necessarily matters about how much they're earning, it's having that similar passion and being on the same path to whether Chris wanted to build businesses and be successful, but just being supportive of my desires to be able to do that. So I think that's something definitely to consider if you're looking for a new relationship, Victoria.
Yeah. Leave me alone.
Yes.
I was wondering where you were going with that. I'm like, leave me alone. So you made me itch. You made me start to itch. So, EJ, what are your thoughts?
Oh my God. Right. So I need to put a few disclaimers. So I'm an African woman, so there's a lot of tradition in there.
Can I just say
And
that we're both African? I like the way you just go, I'm an African woman. Like,
yeah,
like
African women,
Italia.
Vicky and I. So there is that as a backdrop, and it is a significant backdrop. But I have married somebody who earned significantly lower than I did. And at the time, I was like, it doesn't matter. I'm this kind of go-getter kind of person anyway. I will work. I'm one of those people, yeah. So it didn't matter at first that he earned nothing. But like Liz says, it's not about how much he earns, it's about whether the person is a bum or not. Why I bring in my African perspective, and something we talked about recently as well, was the masculine versus feminine energy. It put me in my masculine, which is not where I am naturally. And it made me who I wasn't. If we were working together, if we were building together, yeah, then and he was masculine. I mean, because I'm straight, so I'm talking about a man. So if we were building together and I was still allowed to be my feminine self and he had that provider mentality, I'm not talking about providing physically, because I could do that. So it's about being with somebody who allows me to be soft still. It's about being with somebody who doesn't put me into survival mode and where I have psychological safety, all that kind of stuff. So for my previous marriage, him earning less put me in survival mode.
Yeah.
I'm in a relationship now where I get texts like, I booked us an all-inclusive 7 days in Greece.
This is my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
This is my brother-in-law.
I know I get this text, I'm thinking, is this a movie? Oh, I've booked us three nights in Florence. And I'm thinking, this is what I was missing out on all this while. I should have found myself somebody who was financially secure ages ago. I wouldn't have all the wrinkles on my face. So I would date somebody who earns lower. Like I said, I have married someone, but what I find is, for me personally, and I find that I thrive when I'm being feminine. I thrive, when I'm being the woman, the feminine person in the relationship. I will do the best for both of us. Our family will be amazing because I will do the best for us. But if you put me in a position where I'm struggling, we're not working together. I feel like rather than 2 children, I have 3 children because I have to cater to your needs. I have to help you do this. I have to help you do that. You're earning less money. And it's not even the less money that you're earning, it's not even coming into the family. It's so I don't need it that I'm working doubly hard.
Right.
So at the age that I am now, no, I will not date somebody. I will not. I've done it. I've paid my dues. It didn't work for me.
You've
So
paid
no,
your dues.
I've
Okay.
done my bit. I'm not doing it
Okay.
again.
Okay. So yeah, it's interesting that you talk about you see in from coming from Africa, even if it's just like, I mean, I didn't spend a lot of time in Africa, but there is that notion that, and here's the thing, men feel like they're better than women in Africa.
Oh yeah, they do. They do feel
Um,
that.
they
Yep.
feel like they're better than women in Africa. That's the first thing. So you almost expect the man to look after the woman
Mm-hmm.
when you're dating, when you get married and stuff. I think Nigerian men do it better than Cameroonian men, where in most cases the Nigerian men will at least pay for the woman. What I find quite interesting, and I know I'm gonna get people coming at me for this, is that you'll have a Cameroonian guy who believes he's better than you, but when you go out and stuff, they can't put their hand in their pocket. So, oh yeah, 100%. For a Nigerian guy to let you pay,
Mm-mm.
like a Nigerian guy will pay. Like he just knows that that's how he's been brought up and everything else. Even if he ends up being a loser overall,
Yeah.
he will still make sure that he fronts everything and stuff. Because it's not just about you and him, it's about what everybody else
Is
says
saying.
as
But
well.
there is a flip side to that as well, Vicky. So and in Nigerian men, you're very 100% correct there. But in general, there is that danger of men in general who pay for everything and the provider thing. If
Mm.
you have somebody who's paying for everything, there is that danger where then now they feel like all your needs are met. All of a sudden, I want to have a
Very
chat.
true.
Why do you
Very,
want to talk? I've given
I'll
you
give you
the
everything.
you
Yeah,
know,
very
where
true.
I paid for you to go on a shopping spree. I paid for you to
Mm.
do this.
Yes.
What more do you need?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
And the
let me
emotional
finish on this
aspect is,
one though.
yeah.
Yeah. So let me finish on this one though. However, so I'm just coming from like where we start, right? Like where we start. This is like the foundation that you have.
Mm.
So by the time you come to dating age and thinking marriage, which I've never thought it, there must be something really wrong with me, but I've never thought marriage. Um, you almost then look for, if somebody comes to you who's earning less, my question has always been, how can you look after me? And when I say, how can you look after me? I, so when I was in corporate, it's different in business now because you have highs and lows in business. It's like there's no constant. But for a long time, for about 15 years, I was in corporate and I knew what I was taking home, and I was taking home a lot of money. And which meant that I had the holidays, I had the car, I had the home, I had all the stuff that my Cameroonian aunties would turn around to me and say, a guy doesn't know where to fit in because
Mm.
the,
You're so independent.
you're so independent, you've given yourself everything. So for me, when I was dating guys, I was like, well, how do you fit in? Because emotionally, I don't feel secure with you. So, which means that we're almost about to end it. That's in my head. I know that
Yeah.
anyway. But also financially, how do you plan to do that? Because I don't know. I don't need you to take me to a swanky restaurant. I've been to that swanky restaurant. There ain't no food that you're going to give me that I haven't had before. There isn't an experience, like for you to give me an experience that I haven't had before, you've got to be going really out. And if you're not earning or bringing to the table, and it's more about bringing to the table because somebody could be earning less, but they already have they've secured this for their future and stuff. It's like when you see somebody coming up, I'm like, I don't intend for my life, and I have a very good life, I don't intend for my life to go down 1% less because you're in it.
Mm.
So you need to be coming in, because I know that when I come into your life, I am making your life at least 50% upwards
Better.
better.
Yeah.
I know me, I know what I bring to the table. So if you're coming into my life, you need to be telling me what you're bringing to the table. And if it's not financial, I need to see it, I need to experience it. I don't want to hear it because talk is cheap, right? So for me, I've always I've whilst I've dated guys who've earned less than me, I think I've dated them because I've been accused of being fussy and everything else. And I'm like, I'm not fussy. It's just my needs aren't being met. And it's not that I need anything, but I don't feel secure. I can't say, yes, I will date you in the long term because I don't want to be the man in the relationship. I don't want to have to be leading. I I lead in my I've led in my life for 51 years, almost 52. I want to relax and be told we're going here or we've made these plans, and at least for me to have um at least for us to have that conversation. I always say that if I was part of a couple, we would be the strongest couple in the world. Like we would kill it because I believe that what the two of us could bring together would be incredible. Like I don't envy, I admire couples who sit at home at night and talk business. I think it's the
Mm.
sexiest thing ever. And if you have it, I think you should treasure it. And not having it is is a prosperity issue. And I am a very aware. It's probably why I have really good friends around me that help nurture me, because what I don't have in a husband, I have in friends, if that makes
Mm.
sense and stuff.
Mm.
So I tend to have those conversations where I can pick somebody's brain or they can pick mine and vice versa. Yeah, that's my thought on it. Rochelle, what are
I
you gonna
think
say?
having been on the other side as well, where my husband earned significantly more than me, and I'd got the kids, and I was on maternity leave, I was working part time, and like not having my own money to be
Mm,
able to spend on what I want to spend it on, or feeling like even if they are giving you an allowance or something, feeling like a child, like not
Mm.
feeling like you're financially responsible for your own things. Like I want to just be able to go somewhere with my card. If I want to buy a holiday, if I want to buy clothes, I can buy what I want. Like I want that freedom, and that is independence to me. And
Mm.
I think you can have
Yeah.
that independence as a couple as well, where you're not constantly having to ask each other, oh, is it okay if
Yeah.
I just spend some
Yeah.
money on this?
No.
Is it okay
I
if I
could
have the
never.
money to go out on Saturday?
I
Like
Awful.
it's
could
not a good
That
I
is
could
feeling.
awful.
never. God.
And I think on both sides of the card, whether you're a man or a woman, that's a difficult thing to be able to give up that freedom. And I think so many women do when we have children, like maternity leave,
Mhm.
you're earning next to no money, and
yeah,
it just
Yeah.
put a financial weight on your shoulders
Yeah.
where you stop feeling like yourself and you just
Yeah.
become mum.
Mm.
And I think that's one thing that like now my kids are 8 and 10, I'm feeling like more and more like I'm me. I'm not just a mom. I'm not just there to take
Yeah.
care of them or just there to be like a housewife to Chris. I want to be more and follow that success.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll give an example. When I had my first, because I have two like you, Rochelle, and when I went on maternity leave, the first one, my child came at 27 weeks. So she
Wow.
was £1 13 and she was so small. And I'm earning more. So we had already calculated because he wasn't going to increase his hours, he wasn't going to do anything more. So we'd calculated that I was only going to be on maternity leave for 6 months because where I worked, you get paid your full pay for 6 months when you're on maternity, and we couldn't afford any less than that. So I was going to go back to work at 6 months, put the baby in nursery so that I could go back to earning my full salary. Now, unfortunately, she came 3 months early, which means
Mm.
by the time 6 months had come, she was still on oxygen and was still in hospital all the time. And so there's no way I could go back to work. What did this guy do? He got sacked.
Oh no.
He got sacked from work. So I
Oh
think,
my
so
God.
so so now you're bringing like minus. And then so that's what I'm talking about, survival mode. So
yeah.
now I have to
Not
go back
bad.
to work with a child on oxygen, which is not possible. Where am I going to put her? No nursery is going
Mm,
to have her. So luckily I worked in a place where they were so lovely and I could stay the full year off work on my full salary. but then I'm in survival mode because I'm feeling guilty because, you know, they're doing this for me and all that stuff, and this person's still not. So I think a lesson that I learned from there, just like you're saying, is I will always be able to look after myself and my
Yes.
children.
Yes.
Anything that you bring
Yes.
is a
It's
bonus.
extra. Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, but bring it. Still
Yeah,
bring it.
yeah. But bring it. But bring it. We enjoy it. Liz,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Mm.
What do you want to add?
As I said, because I've been in both situations, or all three situations, and it's funny because I see a lot about femininity and masculinity,
Mm,
and this is going to sound really strange. I don't feel feminine or masculine, and I'm not like anything else. There's nothing else going on in me. I don't know how to describe myself, but I 100% understand when you want to not have a dependence on someone. That's dangerous. My second husband gave me everything. He would just throw money around very easily. And it actually depressed me. I lost a lot of weight. I lost who I was, just in the same way as when I had the kids
Yeah.
and I wasn't getting supported. So I feel like we are all such unique beings. Our gender is such a small part of who we are. We have to find the perfect match, really. And it is hard. That's why I've obviously experimented so many times with so many guys. I think for me, I learned something that I never wanted to rely on a man. But like you said, they also need to have the power
Yeah.
that if I needed them,
Yes.
then. But that's exactly the same way around as well. So if Andy doesn't want to rely on me, but if the shit hits the fan, I can
Yeah.
hold things up.
Yes.
So it's a power dynamic. And yeah, I'm also a control freak. So when I did used to get surprises and stuff, I wish I could be happy about it, but can you let me just pre-book it and let me figure it out?
Oh God, no.
Actual nightmare. I'm a nightmare, and I'm actually really surprised anyone married me again. I don't think I'm suitable for a relationship. So I won the lottery finding someone that was as weird as me. But it is really hard. But you've got to know yourself and know what you want and know how soft or hard or whatever your life, however you want it to be. It's a flipping adventure. There's no right or wrong answer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think the thing is though, it's like, so here's the thing, right? I don't think it's anything to do with gender. I think it's to do with the energy. I think it's to do with the energy that we bring. When I talk about feminine energy and masculine energy, it's all about the energy. I don't really think about what energy I'm in, but I know for sure that I'm majority of the time in my masculine, 100%.
Yeah,
I don't mean to be. I don't think that I am, but it's like today, right? So I've got a new chair. And I built it this morning, and I was talking to my mom as I was doing it, and my mom goes, "Oh, I can see that you're playing carpenter," she said. And I went, "Well, it's just me here, so I got to do it, right? It's like lay everything down, start putting it together." Now I promise you, if there was a man around, I would have given it to him, even though it's and it took me less than 15 minutes to do, and I did it very well. She says as she falls to the floor. No, but you know what I mean? Though it's like it's that whole thing of I think most women, if you ask us if we would like on the odd occasion just to relax and to be told that everything's going to be okay.
Oh
And
yeah.
like most women
Please.
would go, yes,
Please.
please.
Yes, please.
And for me, it's not that I mean, I'm capable of earning. I've done it so far in my life. I've looked after myself since I was 18. I am good to go, right? Like if I never meet anybody in my life, to me, it doesn't change my life whatsoever. But it's nice to know that if somebody is coming in, that they're not depleting your life,
Yeah.
that they're adding to your life. And I think that's what it boils down to. I don't think it's to do with the physical cash.
No.
It's to do with the
Safety.
emotional currency. It's to do with the
Yeah.
emotional currency that you bring, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Safety is everything. I've been learning more and more about this. Safety is when we feel safe, we can play. And when we play, we thrive. And that
Absolutely.
in business, in love, in relationships, in family, in parenting, we have to feel safe. So safety is obviously part of survival mode. Weird, this morning I was driving to school and I said, isn't it tragedy that most people, I was looking at just people walking around, most people wake up and spend most of their time, not just their day, their life, doing something they don't want to do just to
Oh
survive.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
That
yeah.
is a tragedy.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
is absolutely horrific. So if you're blessed to find somebody that can, you know, they may not even earn the money, but they may facilitate you becoming
Yes.
something
Yes.
and lifting you
Yes.
both out of that
Yes.
slavery, because it is financial slavery. That's the thing I think I fear the most. So financial slavery in for everyone. And I just think we're so blessed. Look, it's lunchtime. We can do this. Rochelle's going to lunch today.
Honestly, Chris was like, "What kind of a world do you live in where there was supposed to be 4 of us, but one of my friends has got tonsillitis, so she's not coming. 4 women, we can just go to lunch together,
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
like a couple of hours off."
Yeah.
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 And
Let me
it's brilliant. So like, one of them's a teacher, and she has a couple of days a week off. One's on maternity leave, and then the one who's poorly, she's got her own business doing aesthetics. So she just like, we planned it in. She books appointments around it. It's just that
Brilliant.
freedom that it gives us to be able to do what we want when we want. That's why I got into business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find, I know Rochelle's got to go soon, so she'll probably kill me. But
Uh,
do you find that women who are, and maybe this is just a whole different topic, but it's something that I've noticed, that women who know that they are loved, women who know that they have, that somebody else is bringing more to the table than they are. And so when I say more, not just financially, I'm talking they feel safe. Do you
Yes.
not find them more confident, more playful, more
Hmm.
experimental and stuff? Like I can look in a room and I can tell those who've got a relationship and those that don't. And
Hmm.
I'm talking on somebody who's very confident anyway,
Hmm.
in spite of that, but I can tell the women who they just know that if they fall down, somebody's gonna come and lift them up.
Hmm. Do you
Mm,
know, I have to answer this because I came across a text that Ewan sent me maybe 3 years ago.
mm,
And it said, and I sent it back to him. I said, "Do you remember when you sent me this?" Because I had really come from so I was struck. Honestly, I have worked and worked. And when I say
mm,
worked, not in the business that I love, a nine
mm,
to
mm,
five
mm, mm,
grueling.
mm,
I've
mm,
done that.
mm.
So he says, "You now have a
somebody
partner
going outside.
who's, bye, Rochelle. Have a
Bye,
nice
Have a
time.
great
Rochelle.
time.
We'll hear about it next week." But he says, "You now have a partner who's standing behind you." So he says, how did he put it? Now you can have the confidence to have a go. And I thought, oh my God,
Mm,
that is exactly because
Wow.
it's not a financial thing. It's that emotional safety.
Yes.
And it's that cushion, you know? And it's not
mm,
like if I fall,
mm,
I know financially I'll be okay. He'll look
mm,
out for me. But
mm,
even if it's not a financial situation, just
mm,
that person that I can come home to cry to.
mm,
Because over the last few years in trying to reinvent myself and bring myself back, there's been a lot of crying. There's been a lot
mm,
of imposter syndrome. There's been a lot of and it's a good thing to have somebody who you can just do that with, you know.
yes, yeah,
I'm independent. I have my house, I have my life, my kids. I can go get her all day, and I have done. But being in a relationship now, it really does
yeah,
make me softer. You know, my skin
yeah.
is better. I'm happier. I'm not afraid to make certain mistakes now. Before I couldn't
Mm,
venture out, couldn't try anything
mm,
because I need
mm.
to pay the mortgage.
Yes,
Yes.
I need
yes.
to pay the bills, so I couldn't take any risks. And then with my kids, the same thing. But now having a partner who's standing right beside me, so strong,
Mm,
I'm able to explore more, and I have thrived. And life is so
amazing,
different.
amazing.
I
Liz,
love that. I love that.
final thoughts on that?
You know, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about safety again. And you know what? I feel like we forget that we're meant to be in tribes, you know, and we're not meant
Mm,
to be alone. And whether it's our partner or, you know, I say community is security.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
yeah,
you can tell when a child comes from a loving home.
yes,
When they
mm,
walk in a room, you can tell when someone's got sisters or brothers, and there is something that
mm,
intangible, like you said, that allows them the freedom. And community is everything, and community starts with your partner. And if you don't have it with a partner, obviously, you know, there's other ways to have, like you said, Vicky, with
Yeah,
your
Vicky.
friends.
Yeah.
Your friends are beautiful. You can get different things from different people. We are meant to be in tribes. We're not meant to be alone, and we cannot experience safety alone. I really believe that.
No.
So yeah, my final thoughts are just keep opening your heart to people, because they'll find you. You don't even always have to find them. My husband found me on the school run. He stalked me months, maybe years. Wait till I was free, and then go.
and then granted.
I love that.
Yeah, I believe in opening your heart. And as we're talking, it's really funny because we've talked about safety. And what I realize is that I can't be friends with people that I don't feel safe with. So
Oh.
my friendships have navigated around safety. Like if I sit and I go, I don't feel safe. I don't care how amazing you are. If I don't feel safe with you, we can't be friends. Because to me,
I wish I learned that a long time ago.
yeah, but for me, it's all I have. So when it's always about how somebody makes me feel. It's not about what they do or what sort of person they are. Because listen, if we're looking for perfection in people, none of us would exist.
Mm.
So it's not about that. But if I don't feel safe with you, like if you know, it's even as simple as being at an event and somebody taking a picture of you, and when they take a picture of you, you look at the picture and you go, you didn't care.
Yes.
No.
Like
Yes.
little things like that, like you know, where you can see somebody's taking a picture and it's like it's the action as opposed to the intention. So you look at it and you go,
You didn't.
wow,
Yeah. Yes.
you really you didn't
Oh.
care. And it's so funny because I've got so many of those pictures in my phone where somebody has gone, yeah, I'll take a picture of you, done, and you go, it's little,
Yes.
and to me that is the find me a word, that is the
Indication.
indicate, yeah, it's like, is it the metaphor for
Oh,
so much more?
Totally.
Yeah, for
yes.
so much more.
Yes.
So when we're talking about safety, when we're talking about whether people who we'd go out with and who we'd marry, it's not about them. You know, I think a lot of men think, oh, they want the money. We don't. We want safety. We want
Safety.
security. We want to
Yes.
be able to go, do you know what? This is my safe place.
Yes.
And and it's not just about marriage or dating, it's about friendship and, like you say, communities. It's where you want to hang out and where you go, I can walk in here, take my bra off, you know, just be sort
Yeah.
of like no bra, just sit there and stuff, no hair or hair, and just go, this is me.
Yeah.
And not be judged. And when I say not be judged, because we all judge, but not be reprimanded for not being perfect.
Yes. Yes.
Great
Oh,
conversation.
oh, that's where we first came into this conversation. We all came in going, I don't feel perfect today. I definitely this is my emotional comfort blanket jumper. I don't feel perfect.
But the
Yeah,
thing is, we felt able to do that though here.
Because we felt safe.
say
We
because we
made
felt
us feel
safe.
safe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we came in, and you know, it's so funny because when we were pulling this together, when I've had this dream for so long to pull together, you know, 4 women who we can just have a natter with and everything else. And even when we get guest speakers in, it's never something random. It's always coming from a place of, can we feel safe with these people around and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm very lucky to have you here, and thank
Oh,
you so
we're
much.
We're
It
lucky
means
to
a
have
lot.
you too.
very lucky to
Lucky
Feel,
to
have
have
feel
you.
very blessed.
Thank you.
Ladies, until next week, thank you so
Yes.
Yes.
much. Let us know what you think. Comment
There shall
below.
be makeup and nice hair next week, no
Same,
glasses.
same. I'm bringing it next week.
Fingers crossed.
Let us know what you want us to talk about next week. We've got a list of topics, but let us know what you think. We're gonna tag all the YouTube channels in. I'm gonna tidy everything, and I'll speak to you soon. God bless. Take care.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And
Bye.
Bye.
ladies.
Bye.
Bye.